Oh, happy day! It is part 3, the final part of our mini macrame wall hanging slash necklace piece. If you were with us last, I was showing you how to do the double knot. I'm a newbie at this too. I'm using this book, Macrame for Beginners and Beyond. And in the wonderful handy dandy instructions that they have in here, which has amazing pictures and everything, you're doing the alternating square knot pattern. And what I have come up with in the previous nap time are these 5 different layouts. So with the last video, we were working on this one, and I left you when I was telling you that we were going to do the decreasing. I actually ended up running out of yarn, so it was getting a little short on some of these. So I ended up putting some extra beads just to keep it weighted, because when they're shorter, I tend to think that they seem a little flimsy. See, I noticed when I did these, they don't lay as nice without the weight of the beads. So if you have any beads laying around, that's nice. I will tell you one product that you may not have that you may want to go out and get are beading needles. This is by that company, Darice, that does art supplies company. And these flexible beading needles will come in handy for a ton of different projects, and they're not expensive to get a whole bunch in the package. I just actually used a whole bunch of them. But you can use those kind of like zip ties, if you will, and loop the other end through the loop and go around really thick yarns, and then kind of pull that through your wooden bead. So that's what I did to get all these layers through the wooden bead, is I used this, and I used it kind of like the zip tie would be, where you kind of close it in on itself and then pull, and it pulls itself real tight. Does that make sense? Comment below if that makes sense, or if you need any further instructions, but I'll put a link to these if I can find them. And then the other pattern I did, these are all variations on the same pattern. So what I'm trying to show you guys is, if you're a beginner, don't try to push your luck and do all these crazy things, excuse my French. Just stick with the basics and try to perfect the tension and the spacing of the knots as much as possible, because you can see, like, even mine, it's a little wonk town. Like, this one's a little longer in the middle. I tried to kind of like make it seem like it was supposed to be like that. So but this one I did 2 of the square knots on top of each other, and then 2, and then I alternated and did 2, 2, 2. So it creates a longer opening. If you see here, it's got the longer opening. So really cool. And then as far as finishing it off, I wanted to show you guys on this one, which this one's a little too wide to use on your necklace. I mean, I guess if you wanted to, that's kind of a statement necklace. It's really kind of cool. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and pull them off one by one and show you. So for this one, this would be kind of a cool statement necklace if you wanted to. What I've done is I've put 2 jump rings, one that was slightly larger than the dowel, and then another one perpendicular to that, so that it creates the angle I need to put my, to hang it on the wall, because I'm planning to do this one on the wall. If you were going to use this as a necklace, what you would do, or in a smaller scale, you would do your jump ring, and then you would swoop your necklace through this loop and this loop around, you know, around the back. And then the necklace will just kind of come up from here and up from here and hang around your neck. So that'll be the way that you do those. This is another way. Let me show you. I finished this one off. I wanted to show how you can use things that you already have. These are actually earring backs. So I'm not sure if you can see this, but these are those earring backs that are all one piece. And I actually slipped it through and then connected it in the back, so it's hidden. The connection is actually hidden. I'll turn it around so you can kind of see. So the connection is actually hidden. Gosh, I'm so sorry about the bad. There you go, maybe you can see that. But on the front side, if the same thing, if you were going to lace this through a necklace, how cute is that to lay there against your skin? You can see it against my skin better. And again, if you wanted to add, I might get crazy, I've got some smaller wooden beads. I think that the weight of the bead really helps. So that's something you can work on, is just kind of using the earring backs to loop through the fabric. And again, I'm just experimenting here, but look how easy that was. And I did literally all of this yesterday and today during nap times. So the last one I was going to show you guys is the one I have on, which I just used a extra chain that I had, and then I just was trying what would happen if I did a square knot and then square knot and then left some space, square knot, left space, square knot, square knot. I tried to do that, and then I left it at the bottom, and I'm probably gonna have to attach a charm because it doesn't seem to want to lay nicely. Look at that, it's kind of wonky. But just to show you different ways of doing it, and the macrame can be done in a small way during naps when you have just a few minutes, and then you can still have some warm, cozy pieces for fall to wear and add to your wardrobe. I am super excited about this one. Oh shoot, I just put it back on the thing. I'm really excited about this one. I'll definitely post with it on my Instagram page. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please like, subscribe, share, comment, do all of those fun things. I'm new to this, guys. I'd really love your feedback. I'd love to hear how you like my videos. Again, this is the Naptime Crafter. My name's Merritt, and I will see you guys again soon.